good, Josh, your boy Jay, back at it again. Today we got lore accurate. Luffy is a beast. By call, so y'all know what the deal is, man. Follow me on both Jays here and Jays there. Get tapped on my socials. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
As a viewer, we only really see the story from one point of view unless the author forces us to see another perspective through either dialogue or completely switching the point of view of the story by following another character. And for One Piece, this is entirely true. For the most part, we see and judge everything through Luffy or the Straw Hat's point of view, meaning we don't actually truly understand how they are viewed in the world. So in this video, I intend on making you all understand just how scary Luffy is from a neutral standpoint.
I said this, I may have said this on another video, but Luffy, I said this on one of my main channel videos that anime MCs are crazy as fuck. It was, let me just pull it up right quick. It was this video, right? Because I've reacted to One Piece a good amount on this channel. On both, you know what I'm saying, my reactions, and I've talked about it on the main channels. Yeah, Luffy is if we're like, because from our perspective, we see Luffy saving people, beating up the bad guys, you know what I'm saying, liberating nations, having parties, smiling. But that's because we see all the intricacies of Luffy. To the average fucking civilian, that nigga Luffy is a terrorist, bro. That nigga's a fucking problem. Like, I'm going to him right now. I talked about Gon, Naruto, Ichigo. Like, I think you could just do this for all shonen MCs. These niggas are terrifying. Like, you hear about Luffy. This nigga is going from island to island, beating the shit out the strongest person on there, breaking into the world government's bases, sailing out, breaking into Marineford, breaking into Impel Down, participating in the War of the Best, fighting, defeating three, like, no. This, and you gotta realize, this is within the span of a couple years. Not a couple, nigga, this is within the span of a couple months. In a couple of months, and like, just under 3 years, this nigga Luffy has completely changed the game in the One Piece world. The nigga's not even 20, like, it's this. Like, it was this video. These niggas, I tell you, these niggas is crazy, bro. These niggas is fucking, like, niggas is not normal. These niggas ain't normal. They're not normal people, bro. Like, you really gotta be a whole different fucking animal to break into the most heavily guarded prison in the entire world to save your brother. Realize the nigga's not there, and then go to the war where a Yonko and the whole fucking Navy is fighting. You gotta be insane for that shit.
So strap in, because I'm about to get real in depth with this video. But before I do get into the video, if you guys do enjoy content like this, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe, as I do post content like this regularly, and to be honest, it's a win-win. You guys show me love and support, and I give it back to you in the form of videos. Whether it's One Piece, other anime, or just fiction in general, in due time I'm covering it, so be there when I go there. But I feel like I've rambled on long enough, so I'll jump straight into the video and truly depict to you how scary lore accurate Luffy is. Now, when we are first introduced to Luffy, we are told that he comes from a very small village in the East Blue, and then we see him go on to then knock down Alvida, then take down a whole entire marine base and take out their head captain, then Buggy, then Kuro, then Don Krieg, and then finally Arlong to then when he goes to Low Town.
This nigga willingly punched a shield. This nigga Don Krieg up the spike shield. Now, normally you take a step back, be like, let me do something sure. No, Luffy crazy ass punched through a fucking spike. Like, that nigga is not normal, bro. Something is wrong with that nigga, bro.
And he's able to slip through the grasp of Smoker. Instantly, as a citizen, you'd feel a type of way, and that's why he got his bounty. Then again though, look at the people he got rid of. You see, when you look at the people he got rid of, it then starts to click inside of your head as to why he got his bounty so early, and as to why, as a citizen in the East Blue, you'd feel very afraid of him. He went on to defeat a marine captain. That's the first thing he's known for, or stuff maybe spread about him. somebody who oversees an entire island, that for sure is going to get broadcasted.
And then the nigga beat a fucking warlord. You know, Sir Crocodile, the nigga that can control sand in a sand country. And the nigga want, like, after that, I'm like, yeah, after I hear that shit, I'm sending everyone after. I'm sending a fucking admiral after that nigga Luffy, bro. Because I'm realizing this nigga's going island to island, beating the shit out of people. Fucking up my order. Like, that nigga, if they didn't send an admiral, but after fucking Eni's lobby, I don't know why they sent Aokiji's chill ass. Nigga, I'm sending the most. I'm sending Alkainu. I'm sending Navy. I'm sending Garp. Aokiji, you do something else. You're not allowed to go here, nigga. Because y'all niggas ain't gonna do nothing. Garp the nigga grandpa, all Garp did was give that nigga some lore, some info, and smack the nigga, but he ain't really... Garp and Aokiji wasn't trying to do shit, bro. Them niggas was chilling, bro. They ain't really tried to... Because Aokiji fuck with Luffy. Garp obviously fuck with Luffy. Like, niggas ain't even trying to do that shit for real, bro.
Now, for Kuro and Buggy, you could just not hear about it. But there is a possibility
that niggas is hearing about Captain Axe more because that's the Navy. Niggas is probably not hearing about Buggy or Kuro because they're fairly unknown within the One Piece world. Niggas is hearing about Arlong, bro. Niggas is hearing about Arlong. The nigga was terrorizing the Eastwood. Niggas is hearing about that shit. And niggas is 100 million billion% hearing about Crocodile. Niggas is like, my nigga. No, bitch. Like, no, bro. That's why that nigga Bellamy was stressing. It's like, oh, this is the nigga that 1v1 Crocodile and won. I'm in fucking danger, nigga. Like, no,
hear about Buggy, and maybe not Kuro. Because Kuro had faked his death, meaning that people didn't even know he was there. So, let's say, for instance, you throw Kuro to the side and you only hear about Buggy. But then he goes on to defeat Don Creek. This is going to be spread around like wildfire, as Don Creek was somebody who was notoriously known in the East Blue and even ventured into the Grand Line. And remember, to the regular seas, the Grand Line is like hell. And to only top off his resume before he heads into the Grand Line, he defeats Arlong, somebody who is widely known for being connected to a warlord of the sea, being Jinbei. That instantly sets the record for Luffy. And the thing is that he doesn't do this over a long period of time. No, he
does this shit within like a week, nigga. Like that's the crazy part. Cause nigga, it's one thing if this was over a couple years. This nigga Luffy, in the span of like a month, beat all these niggas. Like, I'm like, yo, this nigga, if I'm a government, if I'm Sengoku, I'm like, this nigga's a problem. We gotta get rid of this little nigga. I'm sending an admiral, bro. I'm making sure this nigga's dead, bro.
Really does this in around like 2 weeks. And this is what's so impressive about Luffy. Luffy one day randomly appears and he takes down a marine base. Then he goes on to defeat Buggy. Then next thing you know, you're hearing about him taking down Don Krieg and then Arlong right after that. Do you guys not understand how crazily impressive that is to anybody that doesn't really know who Luffy is?
If I'm a civilian, I'm like, yeah, this nigga's a fucking lunatic. This nigga, what Mugiwara no Goofy be? This nigga's a crackhead. This nigga got nothing but Baby Kia, NBA Youngboy, and Guitar Remix, King Von in the playlist. This nigga needs to be stopped, bro. This nigga is Coke Boy.
He came from. Or he came from some random island and now he's taking on all these different people. To us, the viewer, it doesn't seem that grand. And because we get to see Luffy throughout all these things, we know that he may struggle a little bit. During the East Blue, he didn't. But either way, we get to see the ins and outs of it.
I think it was a full sweep, bro. The nigga really wasn't pushed towards his limit until fucking Crocodile, bro. That nigga low-key... In the East Blue, the hardest fight was maybe fucking Arlong, but even then, Luffy was able to fight most of these niggas and come out relatively unscathed. Versus nigga, at least compared to niggas like Crocodile. Crocodile, he passed out after beating him. Luffy, the nigga needed a prep talk from Usopp and afterwards couldn't fucking move. Kaido, he passed out. Doflamingo, the nigga passed. Like these big battles later on in the series, that nigga can't move after he beats a bad guy.
So we understand that, okay, it wasn't as serious, but somebody inside the One Piece world, to them, that's actually horrific. a newbie has just come along and he has taken down all of these people, experienced pirates and marines. And so you're now thinking, okay, yeah, he's out of the East Blue, alright, he's in the Grand Line. It only gets worse, because he then goes on to then take down Baroque Works and a warlord of the sea.
Bro, I reread parts of Alabasta. This nigga he was punching, and this was like, yeah, this nigga Luffy's a fucking lunatic, bro. He's an insane. Every shonen MC is a lunatic, bro. Cause to do the shit these niggas do, you have to be mental, bro.
In your head, as a One Piece citizen, you would be completely horrified, because not only has he done that,
this nigga's a fucking terrorist. This nigga's an Osama bin Laden, fucking Baki Hama, Peter Pan nigga hybrid, bro. We gotta get rid of this nigga, bro. If I'm a citizen, I'm like, I do not want this nigga coming to my island, bro. This nigga and you gotta remember, it's Big News Morgan writing this shit and making it sound even more outlandish than it already is. So no, no.
He has then recruited Nico Robin, somebody who is notoriously known for being a devil child because she is from Ohara. Luffy has gone out there and he's only recruited more people. The next time you then hear about him is post Enies Lobby, where he then gets another bounty upgrade.
After Enies Lobby, I'm sending everybody. I'm sending the whole fucking admirals after these niggas. Y'all want to break into my shit, beat my officers and agents, and sell out? Oh no, we sending Alkainu. I'm sending Kizaru. I'm making sure to give Kizaru a big check. You know, big business. You know what I'm saying? Life is like a sandwich. The bread comes first. I'm sending both them niggas on that bitch. Garp Aokiji, y'all do something else. I'm sending them niggas here, bro. And I'ma send a vice admiral too, nigga. Y'all niggas are you're done. There's no way out of this one. You're done. Yo niggas are getting packed. I'm not about to let this rubber fuck run around the streets of the One Piece world after he did what he did. No, this nigga is dead. Neutered. Like, I'm making sure, I'm confirming the kill too, bro. That nigga gonna be down, I'm gonna pour some seawater on that bitch, nigga. On your ass. Like, you're cooked, buddy. You're done.
You may hear through the grapevine that he apparently went to Annie's lobby, freed Nico Robin, and did something crazy. Now, there's a main reason as
on the world government
to why I didn't include Skypiea and Water 7. Skypiea and Water 7.
Well, Skypiea, no one knows. The world government wasn't up in Skypiea, so that's what I was thinking. Giant Skypiea government would purport that.
Wouldn't be talked about by random people.
And Water 7 wouldn't be talked about by random people, because a lot of this was just personal Straw Hat stuff, like Luffy versus Usopp, great fight. Robin's interactions, great stuff. Sanji's espionage, like, most stuff wouldn't be talked about. But niggas is definitely talking about Enies Lobby. That shit is putting up Wilt numbers in newspapers.
But him getting a bounty upgrade after literally escaping Enies Lobby, a few people may dot it around, but I don't think it'll be that known to the world. Which means the next time he is fully broadcasted is when he punches a celestial dragon. The magnitude of what this kid is doing within
the world government wouldn't talk about Thriller Bark either, to be honest. And oh yeah, this nigga punched a fucking world noble. My nigga, this is like you walking up to Donald Trump and clocking that nigga in front of everybody. My nigga, like, that's like in Chinese nigga slapping the dog shit out of Xi Jinping in front of on live broadcast, bro. The nigga's a crazy person. And then within like 2 weeks, you see this nigga, bam, he punches Celestial Dragon. Bam, this nigga's in Impel Down. Bam, this nigga's at the War of the Best. Like, after that, this nigga's a fucking menace. That's why post-Timeskip niggas are trying to impersonate him. Because this nigga got insane street cred. Like, how many niggas is punching Celestial Dragons, bro? How many?
Kind of months is insane. Now, maybe you didn't hear about him punching a Celestial Dragon. Even though that would be worldwide news, you wouldn't hear about that. So when the next time you hear about him? So you then may be thinking, okay, when's the next time we'd hear about him?
In a fucking, like, week or two, nigga. Like, oh, God.
You didn't hear about him with Impel Down. You definitely saw him fall from the sky with many, and I mean many, notorious criminals in
Nigga
tow.
fell out the sky with a revolutionary world leader, a warlord, 2 warlords actually, in Buggy, like, and all the other criminals. Nigga, like, this nigga's a problem.
You then see him run along and
I forgot, World Broadcast, they said Dragon is this nigga's dad. So this nigga's pops is like the fucking G League. It's like, no, not a G League. It's like the LeBron James of criminals. This nigga's like the LeBron James of criminals, my nigga. And his great grandpappy, the motherfucking strongest Marine in this bitch. Like this nigga needs to go. we gotta get rid of that nigga, bro. If I'm world government, I'm Sengoku. I'm sending everybody after. I'm making sure that nigga is dead, bro.
and yell that Ace is his brother, the person that was just revealed to be Gold D. Roger's son. You then start to pace around and think, wait, does that mean that we also have another devil spawn of Roger? But no, it's even worse. You wanna know why? Because it's then revealed that he is Dragon's son.
He's fucking Dragon. And even Mihawk's like, I mean, look at Moria. Moria's like, what the fuck? This nigga, hell nah. Boa being Boa, Kuma already knew. Mihawk like, yeah, that nigga crazy. Dolphy geeked. Jinbei's just shocked. You know what I'm saying? Smoke like, bro, niggas is like, yeah, bro, that nigga's a fucking problem.
Truly, sit back and think about it. In the span of 3 to 5 months, you've heard the rumbling of this kid who has been mowing through the Grand Line, something that's meant to be straight up treacherous, and then it's announced that he is Dragon's son and he is connected to Ace and possibly Gold D. Roger.
Oh yeah, and then after the war, I see this nigga pull up with Jinbei in Silver's fucking Rayleigh. Look at Cole just ore forming. I'm like, my nigga, who the fuck is this guy? This nigga, bro, that you a Marine soldier just ramping up the fryers, cleaning off the cannons. You see this nigga pull up with the right hand man of Goldie fucking Roger, and then Jinbei, nigga, like, no, bro, this nigga, I don't know what this nigga got. I don't know what type of charisma, sauce, wagyu this nigga cooking up, but he gotta go, bro, because this nigga's a problem.
I really want you to truly sit back and just think on it as a whole. Because what makes it even worse is the fact that when he's on Marineford, the first thing you're going to think of is, wait, did he also recruit these villains behind him? What happened to his old crew? And you can see within the reactions with everybody there.
And then you're gonna also see this nigga standing up to Whitebeard. Nigga, basically, Whitebeard said, nigga, you not built for this shit. Go home. And Luffy said, nigga, you a bitch. I'm king of the pirates. Eat a dick. Like that. That's what that nigga said. Obviously, I abridged it, but that's basically what he said. He said, I don't care about you, old man. We done with the 90s. It's my turn. It's my time to shine. Bro, still like these, bro. Chest out and everything, boy. And you got this nigga teaming up, Dragon and Whitebeard. You see this nigga posted up in front of the 3 admirals, bro. Like, I'm like, no, bro. Like I said in the video, bro. Nigga, insane performance. Nigga, Wilt Chamberlain numbers, bro. Nigga's a problem.
So many things are pacing through their head. Even Boa, somebody who is very much tied to Luffy and, to put it bluntly, loves him.
She called that nigga even Boa's like, yeah. You know, Boa's like, that's her man. But that nigga different. A demon spawn, bro.
Calls Dragon a demon. So it's very clear to the eyes of everybody inside of One Piece, Luffy is devil spawn and could be worse than that devil spawn, because in the span of 3 to 5 months he has ran amok.
Nigga ran the streets for like 6-7 months, bro. Nah,
it's continuing to. Remember, everybody at home had to watch him literally run up to Ace and free Ace, and they then heard Whitebeard say that it's time to go. In the brains of people who actually live inside the world, this is probably the worst they have felt since Roger was running around, or possibly even Rocks. This right
I
here
see why they sent Akainu and Kizaru to hunt that nigga. I do the same shit. This nigga's a fucking problem.
is the lowest they've been. But luckily for them, they get uplifted. Fortunately for them, Akainu takes out Ace, and you then get to see Luffy destroyed for the first time. You see, as the viewer, we get to see Luffy lose. We get to see the Straw Hats look human. They didn't get to see Lucci destroy Luffy. They didn't get to see Lucci destroy Zoro. They didn't get to see Enel destroy them. They didn't get to see Luffy basically die to Crocodile. They didn't see that. All they saw and heard was Luffy coming out of these really stressful scenarios unscathed and growing in power. That's all they saw. So him looking human for the first time on national TV, that had to just set the record for like, okay, maybe we can relax. This only gets reversed when he then goes onto Marineford and appears with Rayleigh, another notorious
Niggas like, I bet we good, he's done. Then I see this nigga pull up with the fucking, I'm like, nah, bro.
criminal that everybody knows, and he's just taking a picture in the middle of Marineford. To them, they're like, what the hell? Now, luckily for the One Piece world, he doesn't appear for the next 2 years. And to be honest, saying luckily is kind of crazy, because we saw it in the return to Sabaody. There are people out there dressing up as Luffy in the Straw Hats. They have become that notorious that people can dress up as them and can command power. Really sit back and understand that from their point of view. And the thing is that you may be thinking, okay, maybe they're just a fake Luffy and whatnot. But when Luffy actually returns and he then continues to sail the seas, not only do you hear about Luffy taking down Doflamingo, then he goes into a Yonko's territory.
Yeah, taking down Doflamingo, and then within like what? I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, this nigga breaks into a Yonko's territory and leaves and beats up a nigga with a billion berry bound. That nigga's crazy, bro.
And escapes.
Like
Is
niggas,
then
like niggas was calling him the fifth Yonko of the. Y'all niggas don't realize how crazy that shit is. Niggas was calling him the fifth Yonko of the streets, bro. Niggas was saying he's up there. Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks, Blackbeard. Niggas was literally saying Luffy's on that tier. Now, in terms of strength, we know he was not there yet. But from a street cred standpoint, he was. Just off what this nigga did, bro.
said to be the fifth Yonko. And then a few weeks later, he beats the Yonko he just escaped from. And the Yonko everybody was probably most scared of. And then he kidnaps and then kills Dr. Vegapunk. You see, in One Piece,
and that
Luffy,
from the beating of Doflamingo to what he just said, obviously, we know the details. We're from world government. This is from a world government perspective. This isn't like a month or two. This isn't like, this has to be less than 2 months. I'm thinking, yeah, we gotta kill this nigga. This nigga gotta go. And then I see this nigga on his wanted poster, like posted up like these. Like that nigga, nah, bro. This nigga is a fiend.
Luffy, quite frankly, is just a problem. And there isn't any if, ands, or buts about it. Luffy is a problem on every scale. Because not only was the first part of his journey only around 3 to 5 months, the second part of his journey happens over the course of around damn near the exact time. And 5 months is a very, very drastic push. And ever since he's gotten back,
I think post
and he is
like
so
2 months, bro. 2 months of this nigga running a fucking muck
into the new world, he has only gotten worse and worse as time has gone on. And I keep emphasizing these timestamps. And to be honest, I feel like I'm not really doing Luffy justice, as remember, people don't actually know that he gets defeated a lot. People
niggas don't see that, bro. That's the thing.
And to be honest, I feel like I'm not really doing Luffy justice, as remember, people don't actually,
like, niggas don't, cause niggas ain't hearing this nigga taking L's against Crocodile, getting knocked out 5 times by Kaido, getting thrown around by Big Mom in the Udon prison. Niggas is not hearing about him getting fucked up, kick across the country by Dolphy. Niggas is not hearing this shit. Niggas is not getting this info. So what we really, all the public is seeing is this nigga just cleaning, just beating ass. Nigga just belt to ass. ass on these niggas. That's all the
knows that
streets
he
is
gets
hearing,
defeated
bro.
a lot. People don't know that he was running away from Katakuri. People don't know that he never actually fully fought Big Mom. To them, he probably fought her for a bit and just left or escaped. People don't know that he died against Kaido. He died against Crocodile. They don't know all of these in and out things that we know, which is why he looks so human to us. To the general population, Luffy just went in there and just walked them down. And that is the craziest thing about it. The thing is that nobody inside the One Piece world truly actually knows how strong Luffy really is, because it seems as though he goes into places and comes out. The only time he hasn't gone into somewhere and come out was pre-time skip. But now he hasn't been stopped and nobody has been told about this. All they know is that he has went to places and he has come out. That is beyond insane. And even though that sounds so scary, I haven't even brought up all of his connections. You see, people inside the One Piece world must be thinking,
Luffy's like one nigga at school who knows everybody, bro. He know the athletic niggas, the cool kids. He know the rappers. He know the motherfucking he know the teachers' pets. This nigga know the nerds. This nigga know the chess team, the football team, the he dapping niggas up. He got this shit on. Like, Luffy's that popular nigga who's cool and knows everybody, bro. He know everybody. Nigga, islands. Oh, you hear about, bro? The princesses at the fucking reverie was just gushing about this nigga, bro. For I don't even want to know how long, bro. You got Marines, niggas in the service like, yeah, bro, Luffy's kind of cool for real. Nigga, that's your op. That's the op. And it's not no regular op. No, nigga, this is the worst one. Stop him.
wait, if he's Dragon's son, is Dragon gonna appear if anything really bad happens? His friends. He has loosely been tied to Shanks. And you must also think as well, all the people that he brought with him on Marineford, they were working with him, right? Does that mean they are connected to him too? Like, there are most likely conversations going on where people are like, oh yeah, I think we could take down Luffy, but then again, what happens if Dragon appears? What happens if Rayleigh appears? Like, there are people that are tied to Luffy in the grand scheme of things, and people are going to be like, oh wait, I heard through the grapevine that the Giants are under him. I've heard through the grapevine that Boa Hancock is tied to him. Do you know?
Bro, I'm thinking this nigga got the baddest chick in the show. He got Alabasta. No, he got Alabasta. The baddest, you know what I'm saying? Alabasta, Boy Hancock, fine ass. Rayleigh, Shanks, cool ass. Dragon, Sabo. I mean, nerf this nigga, bro. Nerf this nigga. Stop him.
How many connections he has to where the people inside the One Piece world are regular folk who think that kid is untouchable. Now, I've only been viewing it through their lens. How about we talk about it through the world government's lens? You've seen him do everything, and remember, it's through a short time span. Nobody has ever really done it that quickly, to our knowledge.
No, that nigga's on a speed run, bro. This nigga in less than 3 years went from a nobody in a village to a fucking Yonko. That's not normal, bro.
Over a decade to get to where he was at. Roger took over 3. All of these people took so long to get to where they need to get to. Yet Luffy, over the span of, if you really want to add up the entire time he's been on his journey, let's say 10 months without the 2-year skip. Let's say at most 10 to 11 months. In the span of 10 to 11 months, he has sailed through the Grand Line and through nearly all of the New World, has burnt down many of your flags, punched a celestial dragon, has fought your admirals, has fought your Goros.
Nigga fought an admiral with a smile on his face. Like, I knew the nigga was crazy. Shout out Junko, bruh. Cause like, niggas hear admirals, they run. He see an admiral, that nigga giddy, bro. That nigga smiling ear to ear, bro. Like, you know a nigga crazy, like, bro. That's like the equivalent of you hear 12 is coming, and instead of running, you run towards the fucking cop car. Like, what's wrong with this?
Say, has kidnapped Dr. Vegapunk, has Nico Robin, he's burnt the design for an ancient weapon. There's so many things that he has, and the thing is that people inside the world government most likely know about his ties to other popular and famous people. They've seen him work alongside Kid and Law. They may not know of their current status, but if they find out, then they may get a little less worried. But they found out about their status and that he's connected to these people. He has ties to Dragon, even Garp, and to those really in the know, he then has Gear 5. And he's had the devil fruit of Nika and Joy Boy. If we seriously just stick to what the story tells us about Luffy and fully just break down everything about him, he is a beast on another level. When we then look at it from our perspective as well, we then get to see his growth. And his growth is scary, because he went from being somebody who's not even a challenge for Crocodile to then being at the pinnacle of the world, being among some of the strongest beings out there and that have probably ever existed. Luffy straight up as a character is quite frankly insane. And when you then view it from his opponent's perspective, it only gets worse. Because imagine you've been hearing about this kid coming up through the ranks, going through the entire sea within the matter of months, and then next thing you know, you're fighting him, you seemingly defeat him.
Yeah, bro.
But then
Kaido, bro, imagine you Kaido, bro. You beat this nigga like 3-4 times. I knocked this nigga out, throw him in the prison. That's just roughing him up. No, it makes the nigga stronger. Oh, okay. No, alright. Oh, he's raiding my fucking island with all these samurai. Okay, well, you know, I'm still stronger. World's generation, I'm still putting belt to ass. I'm still cooking. Even though I'm taking damage, I'm stronger, right? Linlin, now it's an ISO between me and Luffy. This nigga unlocks fucking Conqueror's coding and actually starts boxing with me. Okay. I knock him off the island. This nigga gets up. He starts fucking ore farming, riding on a dragon. Oh, okay, alright. Then the nigga gets stronger as I'm fighting. We mix him for real. I get stronger to our drink some of that Don Julio. I'm beating his ass. I kill the nigga. I hear his heart stop. I go down to, you know, clean house, you know, the rest of Onigashima because nobody is strong enough to stop me. Then I feel conquerors emanating from the roof. I look up, and this, in a big ass hand, grabs my shit. Just motherfucker, like just breaks this and yanks me up. And then the nigga starts throwing lightning. He's doing jump over it. Like, bro, this nigga. Yeah, I see. If I'm Kaido, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. This nigga's insane. This nigga's a fucking lunatic.
Comes back again and again and again and again and again and again, and not only does he have an infectious aura about him, but if you don't get infected by that aura and you only find it putrid and annoying, you simply just despise the fact that he can just continuously come back with more and more power, and everybody around him is riding so hard for him. And on top of that, if you're unlucky enough, you could have either Garp, if you're really in the know, Shanks, or even Dragon knocking down your door. His connections overall are entirely insane, and so as a whole, it just makes Luffy even more daunting. Luffy to many may.
Yeah, bro, I'm having way too much fun, bro. I'm having way too much fun doing this shit, cause this nigga Luffy's
just come across
lunatics
as something that is insurmountable. Cause when you really look at him as a whole from every point of view, it only adds on to the craziness. The people around him, his seemingly unknown strength, him being tied to so many people. People may have to attribute his crazy strength to Garp and possibly Dragon. Him being able to not get lost at sea. Who is his shipwright and who is his navigator? All of these things that people are going to be thinking about, and it's like, who are these people that are connected to him? Why is this kid so strong, and why is he connected to all these important people? Luffy is like the perfect person to cause carnage, because when you look at him on every level, it's like you were kind of born and made for this. So to conclude, how scary and how much of a beast is low accurate Luffy? Well, if you look at him accurately and look at him how he's meant to be looked at, quite frankly, he is possibly the most daunting person inside of the verse, aside from a few characters. Luffy is the perfect brew to be destructive. He comes on, he has this infectious personality that people who know about him will tell you about, and his ability to make friends as he goes along, to grab important people, to be connected to important people, his strength, his ability to recover so well and continuously push forward, his seemingly evil intentions, to the public at least. Luffy, to anybody with a brain inside the One Piece world, is on track to getting that top spot. And not only that, because of his connections, you could think that he is in the running to just destroy the entire world.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with basically everything this nigga just said. Yeah, if you look at it from that perspective, this nigga Luffy's a fucking monster. Yo, good ass bit by my dog Kasu. I had a lot of fun making this one. If you haven't noticed, we've yapped. The original video is only around 18 minutes, and we've stretched it to 36. So, yes, sir. But that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, and stay blessed, and I'm out.